bought us, but they didn't have their size. I'll tell you what. That looks like your soccer is pretty damn good. Yeah, but earlier you just said you didn't buy him one because they didn't have his size. What you say?
Well, a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be joining us from. I'm Damon Sunday, and this is Southeastern Softball on the brand new Southeastern Sports Network. Glad you could join us here this evening, as this is the fourth game of the day today at the Lion Classic. Lady Lions yesterday with 2 wins, 2 run rule wins, one over Buffalo, who they'll be facing again here this evening, and one over UT, they faced UT Martin. It was Alabama State last night in the late game. So day 2 of the Lion Classic, and we'll wrap things up tomorrow. But the Lady Lions with a pair tonight, and then tentatively 2 o'clock tomorrow is what time it's scheduled, if everything stays on schedule here at the tournament in day 3. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for tonight's ball game. This will be the first of 2 consecutive for Southeastern. They'll be playing Buffalo here, who comes in with a 2-1 record. They just walked off Grambling 8-7 in the bottom of the 7th inning. As leading things off, it'll be their center fielder, Alexis Matheny, followed by the left fielder, Anna Uggan, and second baseman, Janelle Martine. The cleanup hitter is right fielder, Abigail Vincent, followed by the pitcher, Alexis Lucician, and the shortstop, Brianna Castro. Bottom third of the order for the Bulls is third baseman Alicia Peters, catcher Olivia Concannon, and first baseman Gabby Keller. And as we said on the mound, Alexis Lucician, a freshman left-hander who comes in with an 0-1 record and a 7 earned run average. Now we'll take a look at Southeastern. Coach Rick Freeman's ball club 2-0 on the year with those pair of run rule victories yesterday. And this is the starting lineup this evening for the green and gold. Leading things off in left field, it'll be Ariel Mass, followed by the shortstop Lindsey Rizzo and the right fielder Madison Blackford. The cleanup hitter is catcher Ella Manzer, followed by third baseman Brianna Bennett and the pitcher Carly Kraft. Bottom third of the order is second baseman Kelsey Bodan, designated player Audrey Greeley, and center fielder Cameron Goodman. The flex player is going to be the first baseman Madison Watson. And as we said on the mound tonight, Carly Kraft will be making her season debut. As lineup cards being exchanged now at home plate. And we are just about ready to get things underway here this evening from North Oak Park. It was a warm one today after that cold front we have come through on Thursday. It's fairly warm yesterday during the day, even warmer today. It's supposed to be back into the 70s, I think, by tomorrow. But expecting the temperatures to drop here this evening now that the sun has gone down. Playing under the lights here this evening. As still fairly warm weather for this time of the year in February. Usually the Lion Classic, a chilly one. So doing good so far. And they're running through the lineups here over the PA. And Southeastern wearing their black uniforms tonight with gold and green trim. Buffalo is looks like they're in white tops with black pants here this evening, or at least a gray with blue trim for Buffalo. And Southeastern, the home team throughout the tournament. Our umpires will take to their positions, and Carly Kraft will get her warm-up pitches going. And we're just a few moments away from the start of this evening's ball game. Softball season underway. Baseball season starts next weekend. We're full on in the throes of basketball season as well. It is crossover time. The Lady Lions basketball team with their 5th win in a row today over Incarnate Word. We're now sitting at 7-5 in Southland Conference play, and the men at Incarnate Word this afternoon, they ought to be wrapping that one up, if not having finished it up not too long ago, as they were on the road in San Antonio. Tennis tomorrow. Golf will get started up here soon. Busy time of year, as Alexis Matheny will step into the box for Buffalo. She comes in hitting 125 on the year with a pair of runs batted and a left-handed hitter to face Carly Kraft. We'll set the defense for you momentarily as Kraft in the circle and delivers. First pitch of the ball game is a strike, and we are underway this evening at 6:52 p.m. The 0-1 floats in there just off the outside corner, and the count evens out at 1-1. Defensively tonight for Southeastern, let's go left to right around the outfield. We find Mass, Goodman, and Blackford. As Kraft with a side. And the 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Third to first around the diamond. Brianna Bennett anchors a high corner. Double play combo up the middle. Rizzo at short. Bodan at second. Madison Watson is the first baseman, as that one just misses a bit low, and the count evens out at 2-2, trying to get her to chase one. And behind the plate tonight, the battery mate of the right-hander Carly Kraft. It is the catcher Ella Manzer. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Matheny. 0-1 gone, and it brings up the left fielder, Anna Uggen. Spells her last name A-U-G-U-O-N. Uggen, a junior out of Vancouver, Washington. Pitch a little bit low to the right-handed hitter. Geography serves me right. Vancouver just across the river from Portland, Oregon, so just on the other side of the state border. South Washington. as that pitch is tight. And it's 2-0 now on Uggan. Too old from Kraft. A little bit high, just above the letters. And the count now 3-0. Struck out Matheny to open up the ball game. One out, nobody on. We're scoreless, just underway this evening. And the pitch, just off the outs. Oh, caught the corner. A little late call from the home plate umpire. And the count now 3-1. Right-handed hitter on deck. Kraft delivers, and that one is high, ball 4. Oh, one out base runner for Buffalo. Again, 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts here early in this season. Pair of games yesterday for Buffalo, which they split, dropping decision to Southeastern and what was the Lady Lions season opener. One down, and the pitch catches a corner on Janelle Martin, the second baseman. Comes in hitting .333 on the year with a homer and 2 runs batted in so far. Reaching for that one, she drives it to right field. It's going to hang up there for Blackford. Well, she'll haul it in, and there's 2 gone. Oh, Uggan still at first base with 2 down now, and it brings up the cleanup hitter, Abigail Vincent, right fielder and a right-handed hitter. She comes in batting .222 on the year with 1 run batted in. Well, Kraft will deliver. First pitch upstairs. And the count 1-0. Another game to follow after this one. Be the 5th and final game of the day today. This match is a Southeastern with UT Martin. We'll have that one for you as well here on the Southeastern Sports Network. So hang around with us here this evening. And then tomorrow we'll wrap things up with 3 games. We'll run down the schedule for the rest of the tournament here in just a bit. Now 2-0 the count on Vincent. Clean-up hitter with 1 on and 2 down, and that one floats in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Well, playing back at first, and the pitch floats and gets by. It looked like it may have clipped Vincent on the way as it kicks away, and a runner will advance, and Vincent trots on down to first base. Well, it brings up the pitcher. Alexis Lucician. It's like musician, but with an L, but not spelled that anything like musician. 2 down, 2 on, and that one just off the outside corner. It's Lucysyn, Lucician, a freshman from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Right-handed hitter, but she is a southpaw when she's in the circle. And the 1-0 count. That one catches a corner, and that's 1-1. Playing her straight away in the outfield is a 1-1. Swing and foul tip. Had her reaching for that one. 300 hitter coming in through the first 2 ball games this year, or 3 games, should I say, for Lucician. It was 3 for 10. Tied for the most at-bats on the ball club. Maybe not plate appearances, as she has not drawn a walk yet this year. Struck out 4 times in 10 at-bats. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one's foul back into the screen. 1-2 the count remains, and runners at first and second were scoreless in the top of the first. pitch by Kraft. Swing and a miss. Change of speeds, and Lucian strikes out for the 5th time in 11 at-bats this season. And Kraft strands a pair of runners. No runs, no hits, no errors. There's 2 left on base. Headed to the bottom of the 1st. The Lady Lions coming up to the plate when we return. This is the Southeastern Sports Network. We head to the bottom of the 1st inning with no score.
For Southeastern, left fielder number 17,
Ariel Mass will lead things off for Southeastern. Comes in hitting 1,000 on this early season. And she's driven in 1. First pitch by Lucian. The left-hander is down and in. The left-handed hitting Ariel Mass. Junior, she's a transfer from UL Lafayette. Hails from Lake Charles, Louisiana. And the 1-0 from Lucian is inside. Now the left-hander comes in, 1 relief appearance on the year, 0-1 the record, a 7 ERA. So she got the loss against Southeastern yesterday. 5 innings, 6 runs, 5 were earned on 8 hits. Walked a pair, struck out 1. And opponents, namely being Southeastern, hit 364 off of her yesterday. And she falls behind here, 2-1 on Ariel Mass. We'll wind up in the pitch from the left-hander. Drag bunt up the first base line, and it'll roll foul. Well, the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mass, Rizzo, and Blackford, the top third of the order duo for Southeastern here in the bottom of the 1st inning. If anybody reaches, Ella Manzer will make a trip to the plate as well. And further on down into the lineup, here comes the 2-2. Slaps that one through the right side. And Southeastern with a leadoff single here in the bottom half of the 1st inning. Want to bring up the shortstop, Lindsey Rizzo. Well, right now, as we'll run down the batting order, the batting averages are a little unreal right now. When you consider that 333, the lowest batting average in the lineup tonight for Southeastern. Lindsey Rizzo hitting .714 with 2 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter, runner at first base. And the pitch from Lucian is downstairs. 1-0 the count. Playing her straight away in the outfield. As a lefty-lefty matchup. Drag bunt up the first base line. And again, that one will roll foul. 1-1 the count. I told you there's 3 ball games tomorrow. The schedule looks like this. Buffalo will wrap up their trip here to Hammond, America, with a 10 a.m. ball game against Alabama State tomorrow morning. As that pitch downstairs, slated for noon, it'll be UT Martin and Grambling. And then Grambling will turn around at 2 o'clock and face Southeastern in the Lion Classic finale. There's one more ball game to follow after this one here this evening. UT Martin will make the trip back to the ballpark. There's a ground ball to second. That advances Mass on to second base on the 4-3 putout. And there's one gone as Rizzo grounds out. At the plate now, another left-handed hitter, Madison Blackford, the right fielder. She's hitting .667 right now with 4 runs batted in. There's a runner in scoring position and 1 out. A pitch by Lucian, fouled off. Left-hander with her side. And the 0-1. Pulled up the middle, base hit. Coach Rick Freeman at third will send Mass. The throw to the plate is in time, and the tag is applied as Blackford on the backside picks up the extra bang and is standing at second with 2 down. Well, still a runner in scoring position as the cleanup hitter Ella Manzer comes up to the plate. Right-handed hitting catcher, hitting .600 on the year with 2 runs batted in.
Now batting the catcher, number 26, Ella Manzer.
Well, Blackford at second. And the pitch by the southpaw downstairs. Gets away from the catcher, headed to third. Blackford, the throw there is in time on the pitch in the dirt. And Southeastern, despite 2 base hits, does not score here in the first. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. And we'll head to the second scoreless here on the Southeastern Sports Network. We head to the top of the second inning. It'll be 6, 7, 8, and the Buffalo Order due up to face Carly Kraft. Stranded a pair of runners in the first as Canadian National rolls on by in the background. Brianna Castro, the shortstop, comes in hitting .222, 1 run batted in, a right-handed hitter. And the 1-0 from Kraft. Ground ball to third, picked by Bennett, and the throw to first is in plenty of time. 1 out, and it brings up the third baseman Alicia Peters. Still looking for her first hit of the year, a right-handed hitter. She is 0 for 7, but she has walked a team high 3 times. As that one floats in there, ooh, almost got the call, but it just couldn't pull the trigger on it. 1-0 the count here on Peters, third baseman. A 1-0 pitch from Kraft is popped out to deep center. This one's carrying a bit, but it's going to stay in the ballpark as on the warning track. Goodman backs under it to make the catch. No, just like that, 2 gone. And it'll bring up the catcher, Olivia Kincannon. She comes in hitting .500 on the year. She's that's second on the ball club behind Uggan. Kincannon 5 for 10 with a pair of doubles. She's driven in 2. Right-handed hitter. Takes one on the corner for a strike. And the count 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Scoreless, top of 2. The pitch by Kraft floats in there, and it is pulled foul. It's going to hang up there. Giving chase is Bennett, but that wall just a little too close for comfort. On the count 0-2 is Kraft out in front here. Coach Freeman out, just check and make sure. Talking with Bennett as he turns around and heads back to the dugout. Kraft out in front. Let's see if she wastes one here. The 0-2 drops down a little too soon, and Kincannon holds off. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Got that one by her. That is the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Kraft. And she retires the side in order here in the top of the 2nd. Still scoreless as we head bottom of 2 on the Southeastern Sports Network. Middle third of the order, a duo for Southeastern in the bottom of the 2nd. A scoreless ball game with Buffalo. Ella Manzer back at the plate. And she was there. Madison Blackford was caught attempting to steal 3rd on a pitch in the dirt. Well, Manzer takes the first pitch down and away. A 600 hitter here early on. Left-hander Lucision. This pitch is fouled into the screen in front of the Southeastern dugout up the first baseline. Manzer, a 1-1 count at the plate, leading things off in the 2nd. And the pitch down and away. Two and one to count. Decision checking her armband. And the 2-1. Ground ball up the middle, picked by the bag by the shortstop Castro, and her throw to first is in time to get Manzer. One gone. I want to bring up the third baseman, Brianna Bennett. She comes in hitting .500 with a homer and 4 runs batted in this year. Third baseman bats from the right side. And the pitch by Lucian is downstairs. I want to pass along congratulations to Lady Lion basketball coach Ayla Gazzardo, her staff, and her team. Now a 5-game conference winning streak, the longest since 2006-07 season. The Lady Lion basketball squad as they knocked off Incarnate Word today, 58-44, pulling away, outscoring the Cardinals by 9 in the fourth quarter today. Sitting at 7-5 in Southland Conference play now. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and that is popped foul down the left field line, and that'll get out of play. Now 2-1 to count here on Brianna Bennett. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Skips in the dirt, and 3-1 to count now. On the flip side today, a tough one for Coach David Kiefer and his guys, as the men's basketball squad drops an overtime decision in San Antonio, 82-75. This one driven deep to center field. That one is going to bang off the flagpole. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that one just left the ballpark. Second home run of the year for Brianna Bennett. And Southeastern is on top 1-0. Quick trip to the mound. Well, men's basketball will be back at home on Wednesday night, same night that UAB rolls in here. For softball here at North Oak Park. Softball game gets underway an hour before the basketball game against Sam Houston State. And we'll have both of those for you right here on the Southeastern Sports Network. Glad that you're joining us here this evening. Hope that you like the improvements. Most of all, it's free. There's a ground ball to short. Bobble kicked around by Castro. Throw to first. Not in time. And that is going to be an error on the shortstop as Carly Kraft reaches. Following up that solo shot by Brianna Bennett. Southeastern has a runner on. One down. And are we going to get a runner here at first for Kraft? Looks like that may be the case, as coming in for Southeastern is Priscilla Prince at first base.
Pitch running at first base, number 00, Priscilla Prince. Now batting to second base.
No, Prince, the pinch runner at first. And at the plate, Kelsey Bodan, second baseman, hitting .750 on the year. Pitch outside as Prince hanging around by first base. Does not have a steal to her name this season. We're 2 games in. Bodan showing bunt. Pulls it back and then tries to lay one down. And it's in there for a strike, 1-1. Bodan, the transfer from LSU Unis. She hails from New Iberia. Junior transfer, a right-handed hitter. B-O-D-I-N, Bodan. There's a swing and a miss on a pitch up. And the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at first, 1-0. Southeastern leads it here in the bottom of the second. Lucian, after a trip to the mound, trying to work out of a early jam here as this one popped back foul and out of play. Now the count will stay a ball and 2 strikes here on Bodan. One out, one on, the 1-2. Chopper back to the mound. Lucian takes the easy out at first as Prince, the pinch runner, advances into scoring position with 2 down. At the plate now, the designated player, Audrey Greeley. Left-handed hitter comes in, hitting .333. Step into the box with a runner at second and 2 down. Lucian's pitch, down and in. And the count 1-0. Now we talked about the upgrades to the video streaming here this year. Not only is it free, but hopefully a lot easier to access for you this year. As there's a bunt and a miss, bunt attempt, and a count 1-1 with streaming through YouTube, which means that anywhere you can get YouTube, you can watch this, whether it be on your smart TV, on your mobile device, online. Plus, it's also available in the Lions Game Day Experience app. As there's a chopper to the right side. Second baseman will get to throw to first just in time to nip Greeley, and that'll be it for Southeastern in the inning. They get a run on a hit. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. Oh, we head to the third. It's 1-0 Southeastern on the Southeastern Sports Network. Top of the third, Southeastern on top, 1-0 in the ball game as Gabby Keller leads things off. And first pitch, chopped back to the mound, Kraft. Nice easy toss on to first. 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the third, and it's back to the top of the order now for Alexis Matheny. Oh for 1 in the ball game. The left-handed hitter struck out her first trip up, opening up the ball game. One out, nobody on. Well, the pitch by Kraft floats in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Well, the pitch. That one up high. Pop in the mitt. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Upstairs. A 2-1. Pitch by the right-hander. Downstairs. 3-1 the count. One out, nobody on. Run coming on Brianna Bennett's second home run of the year. 3-1 pitch. High fly ball out to deep left center field, drifting over Goodman and chases it down on the warning track in deep left center. And there's two gone.
Left fielder number 13, Anna Uggen.
Well, it brings up Anna Uggen, the left fielder, drew a walk her first trip up. She came in with a team-leading .556 batting average. Right-handed hitter. Two out, nobody on. A pitch by Kraft. Looking for the corner, didn't get the call. Pitch by Kraft. Upstairs, 2-0 the count. Looks like they're playing again just slightly to pull out toward left. Well, a 2-0 from the righty. That one caught the corner, and it's 2-1. Southeastern with wins over Buffalo yesterday and Alabama State. Both of them run rule victories. And the 2-1 here. Downstairs, 3-1. So the second time facing Buffalo here in the Lion Classic. Buffalo has won their two other games here. Here's the 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4, and Kraft walks Uggen for the second time in the ball game. Well, it'll bring up the second baseman, Janelle Martin.
Number 5, Janelle Martinez.
Martinez. My apologies, Martinez. That one misses outside. No, 1-0 the count. Right-hander delivers. Strike. Oh, 1-1 the count here. Runner at first base with 2 down. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. And Southeastern leads it 1-0. Right-hander winds and delivers. Another strike, changing speeds, and it's 1-2 now on Martinez. The pitch reaches for it off the tip of her bat to third. The throw by Bennett wide of the bag. That'll more than likely be a throwing error on Bennett. 2 on, runners on the corners as Uggen advances to third. So potential tying run is at third here with 2 down. Manzer out in front of the plate. She'll run through some defensive signs here for Southeastern before settling in back behind the dish. And the cleanup hitter, Abigail Vincent, at the plate. She was hit by a pitch her first trip up. Pitch a strike, runner at first going, and Manzer guns her at second base. As Martinez thrown out for the first time in 2 attempts this year. And that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's still 1-0. Lady Lions on top here on the Southeastern Sports Network. Cameron Goodman leads off for Southeastern here in the bottom of the 3rd, leading it 1-0. Goodman, a .500 hitter so far. Lefty will step back in the box with an 0-1 count here. Nine, 1-2 in the Southeastern order, up to face Lucian as there's a liner back up the middle into center field. A base hit for Goodman to lead things off here in the 3rd. Well, it's back to the top of the order now for left fielder Ariel Mass. She singled to lead off the bottom of the 1st.
Now batting left fielder number 17, Ariel Mass.
Good crowd out here tonight at North Oak Park for what may eventually get to be a very chilly evening, but right now it's not too bad. As a runner going on the pitch and in with a stolen base, Goodman for her 4th of the season. Runner in scoring position with nobody out now. The pitch by Lucian to the backstop, and Goodman will take 3rd easily. Well, now a runner at 3rd with nobody out, and a 2-0 count on the hitter. Left-hander with a pitch. Check swing. Strike call. It's 2-1. Pitch by the left-hander. Tried to slap it up the first baseline. Did Mass, and it rolls foul. So the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The home plate umpire wants to take a look at the softball and hand it back to her after he rubs it down. Well, the count's still 2-2 here on Mass. Left-hander with her sign. She'll wind and deliver, and that one is popped foul. Back out of play, and just back out onto the concourse area behind the grandstand. And Cal State 2 balls and 2 strikes. First pitch against UT Martin will be obviously not at the previously advertised time of 6 o'clock. We will have it for you here after the completion of this ball game. As that one down and in. Full count now on Mass. I think we missed that one by about, right now, more than an hour and a half. Here's a 3-2. High strike call. And down goes Mass looking. Oh, 1 down, and it brings up the shortstop, Lindsay Rizzo. Grounded out to second her first trip up. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Left-handed hitter. Runner at third and 1 down. And Southeastern up 1-0. Bottom of the third. Pitch down and in. This lefty-lefty matchup here. No breeze right now. That's what keeps it from being a little colder than what it is. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one fouled off. Oh, the 1-1 pitch coming from Lucian. Fouled off. The speedster Goodman at third. Just need to get the ball in play somewhere. The Lions could double their lead. Oh, left-hander. Cross-referencing the sign from her catcher. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one is high fly ball to right. It's going to stay in the park. That should be more than deep enough. Right fielder with a catch, the tag, and scoring easily from third is Goodman. And it's 2-0 Southeastern. Sacrifice fly for Lindsay Rizzo. And there's 2 gone now with nobody on. Oh, Madison Blackford, the right fielder. She singled her first trip up. And they're going to appeal to third. And the home plate umpire says no, she left at the appropriate time. Oh, 2 down, nobody on. 2-0 now. Southeastern leads at bottom of 3. It's a rematch with Buffalo. Day 2 of the Lion Classic. That's pulled foul at the first base line off the bat of Madison Blackford. Blackford, the junior from Des Moines, Iowa. Here's the 0-1 pitch, up and away. The count evens out at 1-1. Position. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got Blackford out in front on that one. Change speeds on her. And the count now, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Floats over the outside corner for a strike, and down looking goes Blackford. Lucian with a pair of strikeouts in the inning. But the Lady Lions score a run on a hit. There were no errors. Nobody left on base. And we head to the fourth. 2-0. Southeastern leads it here on the Southeastern Sports Network. Middle of the order, 2 up for Buffalo here in the top of the fourth inning. Southeastern's expanded their lead to 2-0 now here in the top of the fourth. And the first pitch from Carly Kraft misses outside to Abigail Vincent. She was at the plate last inning when Janelle Martinez was caught attempting to steal second. As that one catches the corner, and it's 1-1. Right-hander winds and delivers. One floats in there, and it is hit out to left center. Mass tracks it down in the gap, and there's one gone. Cleanup hitter flies out to left center. That'll bring up pitcher Alexis Lucician. Struck out her first trip up.
Pitcher number 10, Alexis Lucician.
Right-handed hitter in the pitch from Kraft. In there for a strike. Single runs in each of the last 2 innings for Southeastern. Here comes the 0-1. Floats over the outside, a little too far outside, and it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Number 5 hitter in the order. 1-1, that's in there for a strike. 1-2 now on Lucician. Freshman. And the pitch, foul back out of play. Well, the count stays with ball and 2 strikes. 1 game to follow today, 3 more tomorrow to wrap up the Lion Classic here in Hammond, Louisiana. 1-2 pitch. Upstairs. And it's 2-2. Southeastern softball team will be back out here Wednesday night as well this coming week. UAB comes to town, and then it's on the road for a bit. They'll have 1 home game a week from Tuesday. It's Mississippi State. There's a swing and a miss. 2 gone. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Kraft. But other than those 2 midweek games here each the next week and a half, it'll be quite a bit of time on the road for Southeastern. Before returning home for a 8-9 game homestand, something like that, in March. That's in there for a strike on Brianna Castro. Rounded out to third her first trip up. She's 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the 0-1 from the righty. There's a chopper to third again. And the throw by Bennett is not able to dig it out at first. Madison Watson, and that'll be an error on the throw. The second error of the ball game for Bennett. No runner at first and 2 down. And it brings up the third baseman, Alicia Peters. Flew out to deep center her first trip up. She's 0 for 1 in the ball game tonight. And the pitch by Kraft. There's a comebacker up into center field. Finds its way on through. And it's a base hit. First of the ball game for Buffalo. And there's a pair on with 2 down. And it brings up the catcher, Olivia Kincannon, their second leading hitter. She did strike out her first trip up, though, 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch outside. 1-0 the count. Two out, 2 on. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Some late break on that one. Yeah, that's 1-1. Pitch by the right-hander. Upstairs. 2-1 the count. Oh, Castro, the runner at second. Reached on an error. Peters at first after the base hit. And a 2-1. Foul back into the grandstand. And the count will leave it out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes a 2-2 from Kraft. Has her out in front. Pops this one out to shallow right. Blackford calls off Bodan, and the right fielder makes the catch for Southeastern. No runs, a hit, 1 error. 2 runners left on. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0. Lady Lions lead it. Southeastern Sports Network. Ella Manzer leads off here in the bottom of the 4th with the Lady Lions up 2-0 in the ball game over Buffalo. Cleanup hitter takes a pitch downstairs. Junior right-handed hitter from Ashe, Alexandria Senior High up in central Louisiana. Oh, 1-0 the count. That's Lucician. Winds and delivers. There's a ground ball to short. Scooped by Castro, and the throw to first is in time, as Manzer grounds out to short for the second time in the ball game. That'll bring up Brianna Bennett. It's been a mixed bag so far tonight for Bennett. A pair of errors at third, but a solo homer in her only trip to the plate that gave Southeastern the lead in this ball game as she rips that one foul down the third baseline. Oh, one out, nobody on. It's 2-0. Southeastern in this one. Run ruled Buffalo yesterday. Looking for the offense to come alive here again tonight as the pitch popped back foul and out of play. Well, the count 0-2 here on Bennett. Left-hander winds and delivers. That one misses outside, 1-2. Upstairs. Man. Bennett has battled back to even out the count here at the plate now, 2-2. Pitch by the lefty. Couldn't pull the trigger. And didn't get the call to the Lucian. Bennett thought about it and held off, and that one missed the corner. It's a full count now. Three-two. Letter high strike call, and down looking goes Bennett. Third strikeout in the last 5 batters for Lucian. She went through the order the first time before striking anybody out. Now it's fan 3 of 5. Going at the plate. Southeastern pitcher Carly Kraft reached on an error by the shortstop Castro her first trip up. That pitch in the dirt kicks away. 1-0 the count. Pitch by the lefty. Rode over the inside corner, but got just enough of it. 1-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. Southeastern on top in this one. Halfway through it. The 1-1. And Kraft pops this one out to left center. Circling under it and making the catch is Uggan. And that'll be it. Well, the Lady Lions, they go up and down in order here in the 4th. But still lead it 2-0 as we head to the 5th on the Southeastern Sports Network.
baseman, number 12, Gavin Keller.
Top of 5 here at North Oak Park. Damon Sunday with you on a cool evening here in Hammond, Louisiana. Glad you could join us as Gabby Keller lines the first pitch she sees here in the 5th to left field. And a leadoff hitter aboard for Buffalo. Southeastern leads this one 2-0 over the Bulls. Now it's back to the top of the order after the number 9 hitter leads off with a single, and now the center fielder and leadoff hitter Alexis Matheny at the plate. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to left field tonight for the left-handed hitter. Runner at first, nobody out, and Kraft's pitch in there for a strike. Right-hander winds and delivers. That one is upstairs, and the count 1-1. Southeastern with 2 wins yesterday. Buffalo split their games yesterday, bounced back with a win here today. And the game preceding this one, it was a walk-off victory, 8-7, 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 down. Come from behind and defeat Grambling State. Here's a 2-1. That one's foul back into the screen. Well, the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Matheny. Matheny, a sophomore from Lancaster, Ohio. The 2-2 down and in, and it's a full count. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Just a bit low, and that's ball 4. 2 on, nobody out now, and a 2-0 ball game, top of 5. Well, Kraft, the Ponchatoula native, went to St. Thomas Aquinas High School just down the road here. Hometown product. A bit of a jam here in the top of the 5th. As Buffalo's leading hitter, Anna Uggen, is at the plate, and she has walked twice in the ball game. First pitch in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Floats in there for a strike. Changed speeds on her, and Uggen watched it. Runners at first and second, nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. She reaches down and pulls that one into left field. A base hit. Runners will stop at third, moving station to station here, and the bases are loaded for Buffalo with nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. Southeastern holding on right now to a 2-0 lead.
Second baseman, number 5, Janelle Martinez.
Well, it brings up Janelle Martinez, the second baseman, 0 for 2 in the ball game. She is flying out to right and reached on an error by the third baseman Bennett her last trip up. Meeting on the mound here is the infield in for a conference, and the home plate umpire on his way out, or in the circle, should I say, out there for a visit. And breaks up the meeting. There is no activity right now in the Southeastern bullpen. There's some stirring around, but nobody is throwing. Bases loaded, nobody out. Number 3 hitter in the order at the plate. And Kraft, a change of speed there. Drops it in for strike, and it's 0-1. The pitch a bit high, and it's 1-1. Keller at third, Matheny at second, Uggan at first. The 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Pitch by Kraft. Pops a mitt, gets the strike call, and evens the count out now 2-2. Pitch is popped down the left field line. That's foul. Giving chase is Mass, but it's going to bang off the wall before she gets to it. The count will stay 2 balls and 2 strikes after that long foul ball. Two nothing. Southeastern on top. Buffalo with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 again. Fought off to first in foul territory. Hauling that one in, Watson. Yeah, that's a big first out for Carly Kraft. I want to bring up the cleanup hitter, Abigail Vincent. She's 0 for 1 tonight. Hit by a pitch, and she's flying out to left. Bases loaded, 1 down. Kraft trying to work out of a jam, and that one's upstairs. Another game to follow tonight. Southeastern will turn around and face UT Martin after this ball game. The 1-0 from the righty. Foul back to the screen, and the count now 1-1. Single runs in the second and third for Southeastern. Leading at 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. 1-1 chopper to third. Bennett's going to go home. Manzer to first. Not in time to turn the double play, but they cut off the runner at the plate. And it'll keep it 2-0 as the bases remain loaded with 2 down. Well, Vincent reaches on the fielder's choice.
Pitcher number 10, Alexis.
And that brings up the pitcher, Alexis Lucician. She has struck out both times. She's come up to the plate tonight. 2 down here. She'll put it in play this time. Pop up on the infield. The second baseman, Bodan, will haul it in. And Carly Kraft works out of a bases loaded. Nobody out. Jam. And through 4.5, Southeastern leads this one 2-0 over Buffalo here on the Southeastern Sports Network.
baseman, number 5, Kelsey Bowden.
Well, Kelsey Bodan will turn around after hauling in that pop-up to end the top of the 5th to lead off the bottom half of the inning for Southeastern. Bottom third of the order due up. Bodan 0 for 1, looking for her first hit tonight. Come back her to the mound, her first trip up. As that pitch from Lucision skips to the backstop. The 1-0 again to the backstop. Well, Bodan came in hitting .750 for the first 2 ball games. Lucision, who got the loss in the game against Southeastern yesterday, has managed to keep the bats in check for the most part here in this ball game. Yesterday gave up 8 hits in 5 innings, 6 runs, 5 of them were earned. Here's a 3-0 to Bodan. Outside, 4-pitch walk, and the leadoff hitter aboard for Southeastern. Well, it'll bring up the designated player, Audrey Greeley. Grounded out to second, her first trip up. She's 0 for 1 in the ball game. We start to see some activity in the Southeastern bullpen here shortly, as Carly Kraft threw 5 for Southeastern. The pitch, and it's bunted foul by Greeley. That looks like Tanner Wright in the bullpen for Southeastern. Lucision, cross-referencing the signal from her catcher with her armband, delivers the 0-1, and it's fouled out of play by Greeley. Runner at first base is Bodan. Nobody out. Lady Lions up 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Coach Rick Freeman has called Audrey Greeley up the line. A little bit of an offensive conference here. She'll head back to the plate with an 0-2 count. Lefty-lefty matchup. A pitch by Lucision. Swing and a miss, and a pitch downstairs, and down on strikes goes Greeley. 1 gone. That's a 4th strikeout of the ball game for Lucision. All of them here in the second time through the order. At the plate now, Cameron Goodman, the number 9 hitter in the order for Southeastern. Single to lead off the 3rd, came around to score eventually. That was the 2nd run of the ball game. Off with a pitch and in with a stolen base. Kelsey Bodan, her first stolen base of the season. Yeah, the transfer, the first of her Southeastern career. A runner in scoring position with 1 down now for Goodman, looking for her first RBI of the season. A pitch misses on the bunt attempt, and the count 0-2 now. One out, a runner at second, and the pitch 0-2. Slapped off the glove of the pitcher. Shortstop had shifted over. And as that one kicks out into left field, or left center field, coming home to score easily from second base is Kelsey Bodan. And Southeastern expands a lead. It's now 3-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll be the first RBI of the season for Cameron Goodman. It's back to the top of the order now for the left fielder, Ariel Mass.
Number 17, Ariel Mass.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch, but off the races again. Goodman. That's her second stolen base of the ball game and 5th of the season already. Southeastern with another runner in scoring position with one down. The 0-1. Bunt dragged up the first baseline. Lucian will field. Goodman gets to third on the sacrifice. And there's 2 gone. Well, brings up the shortstop, Lindsey Rizzo, who drove in the second run in the ball game. That was Goodman, who's at third, who scored on Rizzo's sacrifice fly back in the third inning. 3-0. Lady Lions up here in the bottom of the fifth. That pitch upstairs. There appears to be, is there activity in the, well, maybe not. Nobody's standing over that way by the Buffalo bullpen, but nobody's throwing. The pitch is the inside corner, and the count leaving out at 1-1. Single runs in the second, third, and now 5th for Southeastern. Runner at third, 2 down, and the 1-1 on the way. Down and in, blocked by the catcher Kincannon, saving a run. And it's 2-1. The pitch catches a corner, 2-2 now on Rizzo. Sophomore from Watson, Louisiana. Went to Live Oak High School. The 2-2 count and the pitch. Pitch up. The running start there did not offer. The pitch was not a strike. They appealed on the check swing, and the third base umpire said no. So now it's a full count on Rizzo. 2 down, and Goodman at third. 3-2, slaps it foul up the first baseline. Left-hander delivers. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Backhanded stop. Castro's throw not in time. And scoring from third is Goodman on the infield hit. RBI for Rizzo, her second of the ball game. And it's now 4-0 Southeastern. That'll bring up Madison Blackford, the right fielder. She's 1 for 2 tonight, a base hit and a strikeout. Runner at first. 2 down. Pops this one up right side of the infield. Second baseman coming in to make the catch. That'll be it for the Lady Lions. They scored 2 runs, though, on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. We'll head to the 6th inning. Southeastern leads it now 4-0 over Buffalo, the Southeastern Sports Network. New pitcher into the ball game for Southeastern here in the top of the 6th inning, along with some defensive changes that we'll get you updated on here. As Tanner Wright is the new hurler for the Lady Lions, as the senior from Lake Charles is on. We'll take a quick look here. Is Wright making her season debut for Southeastern. The 0-2 down and away on Brianna Castro, the shortstop, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game. All right, making her season debut. And as the shifts go, Madison Watson is out. Carly Kraft will shift to second. Moving from second to right field is Kelsey Bodan. And moving from right field to first base is Madison Blackford. So Tanner Wright will slip into that flex spot, will not bat, as there's a ground ball up the middle over to right center here. And that is a base hit for Brianna Castro, leading off the 6th inning. Well, tonight, Carly Kraft leads with a 4-0 lead as she hands it over to Tanner Wright on the mound tonight, in the circle tonight. Carly Kraft was 5 scoreless innings, 3 hits. She walked 3, hit a batter, and struck out 4.
Third baseman number 4, Alicia Peters.
So Kraft moves to second, stays in the ball game. And the pitch by Wright. There's a swing and a miss by Alicia Peters. The third baseman picked up her first hit of the season, her last trip up. 1 for 2 in the ball game now. Runner at first base and nobody out. Wright winds and delivers. There's a swing and a miss by Peters. That one down and away, and the count now, ball and 2 strikes. Still got another one to play after this. We're rolling late into the evening tonight as there's a pitch up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one started at 6:52, so quite a bit behind the original 4 o'clock start time. As there's a strike 3 call, and Peters is down looking. 1 gone, 5th strikeout of the ball game tonight for Southeastern pitching, and it brings up the catcher Olivia Kincannon for Buffalo. That's Kincannon, Kincannon. Sophomore from Lancaster, New York. That one misses for a ball. 1-0 the count. A strike over the outside corner. The 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. The Bulls of Buffalo, one of 4 Division I programs in the city of Buffalo, New York. Here's a 1-2 pitch. As there's a liner to short and hauled in by Rizzo, and there's 2 gone. Nestled up against one of the Great Lakes and just south of Niagara Falls, Buffalo, New York. Two down, runner at first, and a pitch, a check swing foul ball off the bat of Gabby Keller. She started, Bulls tried to start a rally last inning off of Carly Kraft. They loaded the bases with nobody out in the 5th. Kraft worked out of it. Keller started that with a leadoff single. She fouls that one off. 1 for 2 in the ball game. And now down in the count here, 0-2 with 2 down. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Time granted. The hitter steps out of the box. All right. Another 1-2. There's a humpback liner into center field, a base hit. And there's 2 on with 2 down. Well, back to the top of the order now for Alexis Matheny. 4-0. Southeastern leads it here in the top of the 6th inning. Tanner Wright in her first inning of work.
Center fielder number 3, Alexis Matheny.
Well, Matheny, a strikeout, a flyout, and a walk. Officially 0 for 2 in the ball game tonight. Runners at first and second and 2 down. And the pitch, strike, which is a corner on the left-handed hitting Matheny. Here's the 0-1, high and tight, backs her off just a little bit. And the count 1-1. One more game this evening. Tomorrow's scheduled 10, noon, and 2. Southeastern will face Grambling State tomorrow at approximately 2 o'clock, as long as everything stays on schedule tomorrow. And that'll be the final game of the 12-game Lion Classic this weekend. There's another high and tight pitch on 1-2, and leaving it out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul back out of play is Matheny staying alive at the plate. Two on, two down, the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, a full count now. Our runners off with a pitch here. And Wright's going to step off the rubber. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ooh, tight strike zone there as that one just missed inside. And full count walk loads the bases with 2 down. And it brings up Anna Uggan. Pair of walks and a base hit tonight. She's 1 for 1. Pitch from Ryan up and away for a ball. Well, the pitch, is that in there? It was. A little bit of delay on the call from the home plate umpire. The 1-1. Pfister to short. Rizzo will flip to Kraft covering at second. And the ground ball gets Southeastern out of the inning. So again, Buffalo leaves the bases loaded. They have stranded 8 over the last 3 innings. We head to the bottom of the 6th with Southeastern still leading it 4-0 here on the Southeastern Sports Network. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning with Southeastern leading Buffalo 4-0 on a cool evening here in Hammond, Louisiana. Thankful that there is no wind this evening as that pitch from Lucician misses for a ball as Ella Manzer leads things off. Middle third of the order due up for Southeastern. Ground ball to the right side. Actually, that was not Manzer at the plate. We had a pinch hitter there. That was number 9, Allie McCoy, who grounded out to second. This will, however, be Brianna Bennett.
Now batting third baseman number 23, Brianna Bennett.
Well, Bennett in the ball game, 1 for 2, a solo homer, the first run in this ball game, and took a call third striker last trip up. 1-0 the count here, facing Alexis Lucian, the freshman left-hander for Buffalo. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one is popped foul, back out of play behind the Southeastern dugout at the first base line. 1-1 the count. One out, nobody on. And the left-hander winds and delivers. A pitch inside. And that's 2-1. Carly Kraft on deck. Started and went the first 5 innings in the circle. Has since moved to second base as that one is pulled foul into the Buffalo third base dugout. Two upstairs, and it's a full count. Pulled foul at the third baseline by Bennett. Well, a game after this with UT Martin, and then Grambling State tomorrow at approximately 2 o'clock. Monday evening from Rainbow Daiquiris, it will be inside Southeastern basketball with Coach David Kiefer on the network. That's at 7 o'clock Monday evening. And then Wednesday, we've got a pair for you. Men's basketball at home against Sam Houston State, and softball back out here against UAB. As that one misses for a ball. And Bennett draws the walk. 1 out base runner for Southeastern. And we're going to get a pinch runner here maybe. Or is that Kraft at the plate? She was in the on-deck circle. Let's see, that is still her. So we're going to get a pinch runner at first. That's going to be Anna Rodenberg, the junior from Thibodaux, Louisiana. Running for Bennett at first.
Pitch running at first base, number 1, Anna Rodenberg. Now batting second baseman, number 6, Carly Kraft.
No, Kraft at the plate, 0 for 2 tonight. Has reached on an error and flied out to left field. Runner on, 1 down. And Southeastern with a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That one downstairs. One-0 pitch, ground ball to the right side, scooped up by Lucian. That'll advance the runner as Kraft retired. One-3 on the putout. Well, Rodenberg advances to second, and at the plate now is Kelsey Bodan, now in right field for Southeastern after starting the game at second base. Showing bunt, Bodan pulls it back as Rodenberg swipes third. Oh, runner at third now with 2 down. As Rodenberg with her first steal of the season. 0-1 the count on Bodan. The pitch fouled off. Well, the count now 0-2. Precision. Called strike three. That one looked like it might have been off the plate a bit. Down looking goes Bodan in the inning. For Southeastern, no runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on base, and we head to the seventh. Lady Lions up 4-0 in the ball game. Southeastern Sports Network. Well, as we head to the top of the seventh inning, another reliever on for Southeastern, a 6-foot-tall left-hander, Sophie Hannibus, sophomore from Mansfield, Texas, is on for the second time this season. No wins or losses, but she does have a save. Worked a scoreless inning in the ballgame yesterday against Buffalo. Walked one, struck out one. She's brought on here to close this one down. Southeastern leading at 4-0, top of the seventh inning now. Buffalo has had runners on in this ball game. They've left 8 on in the last 3 innings, left 11 on in the ball game as this one popped out to right field. And it is off the glove of Bodan. She will drop that one. And the runner reaches to lead off here. That was Janelle Martinez who popped to right field. Easy fly ball just off the glove of Bodan. We'll get a defensive change. Is headed out to right field now. Will be Audrey Greeley, the designated player, will come into the ball game and go to right field.
To play right field, number 12, Audrey Greeley.
And it looks like we're also going to have a pinch hitter for Buffalo. As at the plate now, Jenna Richmond, a 5'6" junior out of Horseheads, New York. That is plural, Horseheads, New York. Not one horse head, but multiple horse heads. So she will pinch hit.
Now batting right fielder number 7, Jenna Richmond.
Richmond looking for her first AB of the year. She has appeared in all now 4 ball games for Buffalo, but has not come to the plate. She has scored 1 run. Jenna Richmond at the plate here with a runner at first and nobody out. And the pitch from Hannibus downstairs. Oh, 1-0 pitch, line to right field. Greeley scoops it up and will get it back in the infield, holding the runner to a single. 2 on, nobody out now for Buffalo. They didn't pick up their first hit until the 4th inning, but they've had, as we said, runners on base. They've left 11 on in the ball games thus far. There's 2 on right now. We have another pinch hitter here.
Pinch hitter for Buffalo, number 15, Michaela Martin.
Number 15, Michaela Martin, a freshman from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Right-handed hitter. 5'5" at the plate here with now an 0-1 count. The pitch by Hannibus missed outside. Martin also looking for her first plate appearance. Has appeared in 1 ball game so far here in the first 2 days and scored a run. So lined it to first. Blackford steps on the bag. That's a double play. That's exactly what you were looking for in that situation.
Shortstop, number 1, Adriana Castro.
Well, runner at second base now with 2 down. That's Martinez, who reached on the air to lead off the inning. Now with 2 down, Brianna Castro is at the plate. 1 for 3 in the game, a single her last trip up. She's grounded out to third, reached on an error by the third baseman, and singled. 4-0. Southeastern up here on the top of the 7th inning as Hannibus tries to close this one down, and that one's fouled off. Well, 1-1 in there for a strike. Call strike 3, and that is the ball game. The Southeastern comes away with the 4-0 win.
There was 1 error and 1 left on base.
So in the inning, as Hannibus strikes out Castro to end it, there were no runs on a hit, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. As we take a quick look here at the final rundown, as Hannibus will pick up, now will not get a save. It was 4-0, but the win will go to Carly Kraft. And for Kraft, that is her first win of the year. Lucician will get the loss. She falls to 0-2. But Buffalo, let's see, the final score 4-0. Buffalo no runs on 6 hits. There were 3 Southeastern errors in the ball game, and the Bulls left 12 runners on base. Southeastern tonight with 4 runs on 6 hits. There was 1 Buffalo error, and Southeastern left just 3 runners on base in the ball game. As this one tonight, just shy of 2 hours, as it wrapped up in an hour and 52 minutes here at North Oak Park. Again, the winner, Carly Kraft, improves to 1-0. Alexis Lucician takes the loss and falls to 0-2. Southeastern will turn around and play UT Martin here to wrap up the day at the Lion Classic. That one coming up in 20 to 30 minutes. We ask you to stay tuned here on the Southeastern Sports Network. It will be a different feed, but it will be there on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SLU Athletics. The link is also posted on lionsports.net, and you can watch it in the Lions Game Day Experience app as well. I'm Damon Sunday for Colton Vickers and his crew back in the press box. That's been our time. We thank you for joining us here this evening. Hope that you'll find us again for the game coming up in about half an hour on the Southeastern Sports Network.